I'm sure you've noticed that I have a brand new looking craft room. It is not brand new. It's just that I have added in some pink cabinets, got rid of the white cabinets, added some shelves, and the craft room is really taking shape. I am actually in love with the way that it looks today. I know that I've only been in this craft room for a year and a half, and you've probably seen this change 5 times by now, no joke, but this is the time that I think it might actually stick for a really, really long time. Now, in my videos, I have been asked time and time again, what in the world is in my craft room? And I have to tell you, my craft room really isn't all that big. So when people tell me like, oh, this machine is too large for a craft room, my friends, this is just a standard bedroom. I know it looks big on camera, but it truly isn't. You could probably fit a queen size bed in here and maybe a dresser. I have just really thought long and hard in how to utilize my space really well. So what I want to do is I want to show you how I decorate, how I function in this craft room, to maybe give you some ideas on how to make a small craft space feel larger just by utilizing maybe some vertical storage or even some drawers. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, this is the side that you don't generally get to see because my cameras are always right here, and then you generally see this, right? So we're gonna start over here on this side because again, this is what you don't generally see. I do have the xTool brand new heat press that's right here. It's all right, my friends. I think at the end of the day, it's just a heat press. A heat press is a heat press is a heat press. Also, this is the entrance to my craft room. I do have a printer and I have an embroidery machine and a serger that's right here. I just got it from my neighbor. Her sister had passed away and she was like really big into like embroidery and quilting and stuff like that. And she wanted to give it to me. So I have to take this to a sewing shop to get it all have maintenance done. So that's why it's sitting right here. But my printer is right there. My 3D printer is now in my craft closet. So we'll get into that here in a second, but this is the, the xTool M2. You have been noticing if you watch all of my videos that I am in love with this new machine. It's so stinking cute. The extra accessories for the new heat press is right here. Kind of, I like to kind of group things together. In this drawer is just going to be like tools, just random tools that I need for lasering. And this is going to be like stone and plastic, acrylic. This right here is the forming stuff for here. And then my big old TV, my husband loves this TV. It's so big. And then on the back of this, I actually really like this. I have a Mac, I don't know what this is, like a Mac Studio or something like that. It is Velcroed to my, my TV stand or whatever this is. I don't know. This is far too electronic for me, but anyways, it's Velcroed to that. And I just have one single power cord. The cords that you see are plugged into my cameras. So when I live stream, it's all plugged into the computer and then I can live stream for you. Then this right here is going to be all of my cardstock because I do own a cardstock warehouse called Celebration Warehouse. And so all of these are for when I do any cardstock crafting, if I make swatch books, all that jazz, they're all in here. Those are full sheets. And then we have all of the scraps because I love a good scrap. So over here, it's a little messy right here. I just got done finished recording a course, which I'm super excited to debut in a few months with another one of my creator friends. But I just got done with all of their like my videos for the course, so it's over there. I can't really show you all too much about it, but there are some really good things that I created. So we have the xTool P3. Recently, I did have an issue with the xTool P3, so we did have to do a bit of maintenance and take this puppy apart. I have since put it back together, and it does work. So we're in good working order. It's amazing. It is huge. So when the people say to me that like, oh my gosh, something is so big it won't fit in a room, my friends, again, this is not that big of a room, okay? I know it feels big on camera, but it really, truly isn't. This bad boy fits in here just fine, okay? So, and then of course, all of my little pictures that I have on here, I think I am going to redecorate and get like huge picture frames and kind of consolidate them into like collage things, but we'll see. Then obviously my wall. This wall I get asked about every single time I post a video. Someone asks me about the wallpaper. Where did I get this wallpaper? My friends, it was hand painted. I used a projector. I put a pattern on the wall. I traced it, then I hand painted it all, and it's just a bunch of paint that I put up there. I didn't record a single soul of it. And you do know that I have always claimed that I'm actually not a very good content creator because most of the time I forget to press record. And that's what happened with this one. Forgot to press record on this. So you don't get to know how I actually did it. There's no step-by-step, but just know all I did is I took a projector, one that's like this in this box, and I just projected it on the wall, traced it, and then picked out some paint and like threw it up there. Love it. Okay, so we have the Eufy right here. Nothing new with this. There's no new equipment that's on this wall. You've seen it all everywhere. However, in the drawers, these I did get from Lowe's. I will link them in the description of this video. They come in multiple different colors. You will see them with the handle attached to the side. My friends, you do not have to attach the handle. In every single one of these, I do not have a handle just so I can squish them together and make a bunch of room, or, you know, get more in here, and then there's not this like huge gap. On each side of these though, however, let's just go before we go into the drawers. There is like a power strip that's right here. I'm not using them. I'm not utilizing them for any one of these three, but just know it does come with like some sort of power source. I don't utilize it. It does come with a handle. I don't utilize that as what either. You can put the handle on the left or the right. There's like a space for you to put the handle here too, but again, I don't utilize it. I just don't think it's necessary for me in the way that I use it, but you know, just know that that is an optional thing. I do like that the wheels are very sturdy. It's not, they're not, what would you say? Like, I would say that this, while this is a really nice table, I love this table, but like, it's not very stable. These are like built to last. Okay. So, sometime this week, I am going to take off all of these things and I'm going to make my own cute little magnets to go on the front. So that is what we're going to do sometime this week. However, let's deep dive into the drawers because I know you're curious about what's in all of my drawers. And I think this really does help with small space craft rooms is having ample places to store things. Okay. So I actually do have a couple empty drawers over there. So I have all these drawers. They're packed full, and I do have some empties. This right here is everything for the UV printer that's right here. All of this, all of my ink that's here, all accessories and cleaning supplies and all that jazz is in here. Now this is gonna be like mostly just gonna be like based on material. So this is like anything that's wood. You could use this for, you know, like a wood embroidery hoop. You can even make like wooden coasters. Anyways, it's all wood. And here is going to be all things metal. So jewelry blanks. We got some more hoops in here. It's just anything that's metal. Metal business cards. If it starts with metal, that's where it's at. Okay. Then we got down here. This is going to be like fabric crafting or like, you know, like leather. Is it fabric? So there's felt and there's leather. I said leather already. There is faux leather, just faux suede. So we have all things like fabric. And then down in here is going to be more Eufy. I have to tell you that these two drawers at the bottom, I feel like is wasted space because underneath here, it's just cleaning cartridges. Like I feel like I could probably do something with that, but I don't. So that's all I fill it in. Then in here is going to be like pens and paint pens and just, you know, pens, pencils, whatever, markers, things of that nature. And then in here is going to be anything that is kind of like a light source. So like LED lights, I got push lights, I got like lights that you would use like shaker cake toppers and things like that. So that's all that. And then in here is going to be like your strings, ribbons, embroidery floss. You know, I'm sure you're seeing how I organize here and you're understanding it. Again, another drawer that I feel like is just a wasted drawer, the Eufy laminator, the rotary attachment tool, and then more foil that goes with the Eufy. You know, I don't have, it's not aesthetically pleasing. I could probably put it up here on my shelves, but like, everything's really cute here, and those things that are in this drawer is just not cute. So I don't put it in there because it's just not cute. So top drawer in the middle is going to be all things that are Cricut or craft cutting supplies. So it doesn't matter if it is for the Cricut or for the Caesar machines or for the lock lick machine. That's all things. So craft cutting machines all right here. We have mats, more mats, and then we have anything that you would need for the Cricut, like weeding tool picks and a scoring blade, a spatula, all that jazz. So all of these are the plugins for the machines that are up on the shelf. Then over here on the left is going to be anything that is sharp and that will cut you. So X-Acto knives, scissors, all that jazz, okay? This is the sharp drawer. And then this is going to be glue. I actually have 2 drawers of glue, or like 2 drawers of adhesive. This right here is going to be like the wet adhesive. And then next door to it is going to be like the dry adhesive. So we have like poster putties, tapes, and all that jazz. So kind of have them separated into like adhesives. Since we're going back and forth, let's go back up to here. This is going to be my office supplies, my most used office supplies, the things that I just need, like charging cables, more mics, more SD cards, charger for my camera, yada yada. I'm sure you understand. Anything shaker or glitter. I don't have a whole lot of glitter, but anything that would make a shaker cake topper or something of that nature, like little beads, these like little polymer clay beads in there. And then over here is going to be anything with stamping or paper crafting, like what is this called? Paper quilling. My favorite paper crafting tools to roll paper flowers and create movement. The corrugator to make corrugated lines, you know, all things paper crafting. And then coming over here to the left is going to be anything that's like has to do with a laser. So this is like the xTool rotary. I have the lens wipes to clean. I have some masking tape. We have just things that only has to do with like a laser. So also like this is like paint primer for the M2. I put it in here because it's laser based. And then we have paint, lots of paint, a whole lot of paint. I do have paint here. I also have paint right here. This paint is just, you know, I have it in rainbow order. It's aesthetically pleasing. The stuff right here is not. All of my swatches, so all of these swatches right here are from my wall. Yay! Then at the very top over here, I feel like this is like one of those underutilized drawers, but it's rulers, cutters, and things like that that just don't really, you know, they don't fit in any other drawer. This is mostly empty, but all of my rulers and cutters are in here. Then we have some paper. This is going to be just like vinyl sticker paper and transparency film, stuff like that. This printable. And then over here on the next side is going to be more printer paper, like vinyl sticker paper. We have large glossy paper. I have, you know, like thicker glossy paper down at the bottom, but this is all like printable stuff. Then over here at the left, this is going to be anything that's like HTV or sublimation related. So there's like HTV, sublimation sheets, sublimation. This is like, I don't know what this is, like carrier transfer stuff. And then over here on the right is going to be anything that's about adhesive vinyl. So smart vinyl, we have transfer tape. We have a bunch of transfer tape actually. And then we just have a lot of different colored vinyl. And then over here to the left, an empty drawer. Over here to the right is just going to be some random craft supplies. So, or, you know, we got some beads, we have some wax stuff, we have more wax seal stuff, we have some bling that's right here, crock gibbet making things, some Legos that are in here, some clay, just random stuff. Then over here is another drawer of just like craft supplies, like random craft supplies. xTool sent me this like soap making things, I don't know. I got a laminator, I have a pencil sharpener, I have some styrofoam discs. A thing of disco balls, a hole punch, you know, random craft supplies. Then in here, the final one is going to be more HTV supplies. So heat press, transfer tape, my mini heat press, I have 72 million gloves. Look at all these gloves, heat resistant gloves I have. There's so many, but that's all in here. As far as equipment goes, I've already shown you the EufyMake UV printer. We have the xTool F2. Love this little thing. It is so teeny and so small. So if you are worried about like getting a laser that won't fit in your craft room, I would definitely look into this because it's so teeny and so lightweight. Like, I think maybe this is like 10 pounds. I love this machine. Then we have my Cricut Joy, the original Cricut Joy that I blinged. It does work, but it's really only there to be a shelf sitter. I have my original Cricut supplies that I had used for many years. This is what built my business, my Etsy business. And so I just retired them all and put them in a little shadow box just to remind me of how far I have come in life. Then we have obviously my silver plaque, which I'm so excited about. We have the Cricut Maker. We have a couple things that I have made, something that my son had wrote in his journal at school one time. Someone had made me a shirt. I put it in the back, but this right here just reminds me about, you know, just staying true to who I am and continuing to craft. This right here is something that I am beyond excited about. I think I'm more excited about this than this, I have to tell you, both of which are very good accomplishments, and I got both last year. But this right here is my cardstock warehouse, and we celebrated over 10,000 sales. Fun fact, I got this the day after my birthday. How freaking cool is that? From a girl who just wanted to sell some cardstock, and here we are celebrating over 10,000 sales. Then I got my new Cricut Joy. We got a couple little tchotchkes up there, and then a Caesar Romeo, my very old, dusty, but trusty Brother sewing machine. My husband bought that for me back in 2011, 2012. She is gross, she is old, but she still works, and it's amazing. The only thing that's up here right now is going to be my Juliet. I still need a couple shelf sitters up there. So we got the new Cricut Air Explorer something, or Explorer 5. That's here. I do have 2 Uninet printers now, which I'm so excited about. I have not played with the other one very much, but this right here is the 560, a very good printer. However, my biggest gripe with it is it just doesn't print large enough. So I do have this one right here, which is the 650, and it can print really large. I actually have a canvas banner that I am going to print a huge banner on. I'm excited for that. So that is a project I'm working on. And then I have another computer case because my computer case broke, so I got to print another one. And then just wedding signs that I did print on the EufyMake. Okay, going back over here, we have the xTool F2 UV Ultra. xTool F2 Ultra UV. Quite possibly the coolest machine. It can do things like this. It shines better when you have a light source underneath it. But these right here is what it can engrave. So cool. So cool. It can engrave all the glasses and things like that. Got my AP2 Mac or AP2 air filter that I use with every single one of my lasers besides the B3. I have my monster of a heat press. This thing right here, no joke, I think it's maybe 1,000 pounds. It is so heavy, but it's really big. It can swing and then also pull out. Oh, there goes the rags. But anyway, love this, but it is a beast of a machine. If you were to ask me to choose this one or this one, I don't even think they're comparable, to be honest with you. Obviously this one, I'm going to choose this one. This one right here does a lot of fancy things, but I think that this would just be like a run-of-the-mill heat press. This one right here is definitely industrial. So if you're looking to press a whole lot of shirts and you're looking to like become a business and like do t-shirts and blankets and banners and stuff like that, and you're going to be using a heat press a lot, I think that this is definitely worth every penny. Then we have my paint. We have a couple random craft supplies and paintbrushes. And then this right here, if you're ever looking for like a fun little family craft or a family night thing, what we did was, and mine's down there, but we chose names. Everyone got to paint each other. My daughter painted me. My son painted my daughter, my husband painted my son, and then I painted my husband. So really, really fun little thing. The 650, I already told you that I got so quick. So it's just so amazing. But all of the toners that go with the Uninets are right here. And then everything else, I haven't really found a good resting spot for all of that. Wood. And then in here is going to be more things. Oh, here is a good example of how big this new printer can print something this big. So this is just one sheet that's in here. I am in love. That day to be a hot dog. I love hot dogs. And then in here, I do have another computer. This is a Dell computer. I only have it to use the software that is in here outside of running a parallel. If you have watched my videos on the Uninet, I have told you that you would need a parallel if you're using a Mac computer, because it really only should run on a Windows. And I was tired of fighting with the parallel because it's kind of hard to use. So I just went and picked up like a really cheap computer off the Zon. I think it was maybe like 200 bucks. But to be honest with you, I think the parallel is like $100 a month or $100 a year. So definitely save myself some money there. Then also here we have banners from my Etsy shop that I need to take pictures of. They're just samples that I need to take pictures of from my Etsy shop just to show people what I offer. And then, yeah, that is pretty much it. I do have a craft closet. My husband built shelves. It looks great in there, but it's a little dirty. So I'm not going to show that to you because I don't want to have to clean it. And I really am trying to avoid cleaning. So, in all, I think that just like how I started this entire video is I am really in love with the way that this new craft room looks like. And it's not new, it's just a new redecoration. The one thing that I didn't love, well, there was a couple things about those white cabinets that I had. One is that I spent good money on them. And when they got delivered, there was nicks and cracks and just issues everywhere. And like the tops didn't match. There was like a color misperfection. And the company that I bought them from, they were like, we ain't helping you. So, you know, I spent good money on it. But but the other thing is I didn't have enough counter space. You know how I had those like uppers that went, you know, on here. And so I really was missing this like huge counter that I could potentially just craft on. And that's something that I've missed. So I'm glad that I have this now because I could take all of this off if I need to and then be able to craft on a longer table. Plus then it frees up this as well, this entire craft one. Because if you do remember, I was having to like put like lasers on here and like move things to the table, but then I would run out of room. And so now it's just nice to have just one free table. Then we have that back to craft on and it's amazing. Also, I know I've talked about this before, but this table, rollers, has very good caster wheels on it. It also goes up and down. So I don't have it plugged in, but you can come right here and you can maneuver it up and down so it could be sitting or not. And then there's also a power cable that's on the side. So we can, you know, I use my Cricuts on it all the time. So anyway, sure hope that you like the new redesign of the craft room, and I hopefully give you some good ideas on what you can do in your craft room going forward. Let me know if you have any advice on what I can improve on for my craft room. I definitely feel as though I am underutilizing this wall because this wall is completely blank. So I do think that maybe there is something that I could do to improve, just to like add more storage. I'm all about storage. I'm a storage girl at heart. I really am. So definitely am open to ideas, but hopefully I also did feed you some ideas. All right, y'all, if you need anything else from me, please put your questions in the comments of this video because I would love to help you out with your organizational needs, and I'll see you next time.